Good evening and welcome into the Rick Carroll Auditorium for the 2017 Girls Water Polo State Championship game between the North Penn Knights and the Cumberland Valley Eagles. For North Penn Television, I'm Jake Loberg alongside me, Anita Gordizzi, bringing everything North Penn from us to you here on Channel 28 Comcast, 20 on Verizon, and streaming live on YouTube at NPTV. It's popping here in the Rick Carroll Auditorium for the state championship game, as we are just introducing lineups for the Eagles right now.
Number 6, senior, Polo. Number 7, sophomore, Hannah Warren. Number 8, freshman, Eliza Smith. Number 10, junior, Hannah Moe. Number 11, senior, Abigail Stone. Number 12, junior, Julia Wilcox. Number 14, sophomore, Leah Mattingly. Number 15, freshman, Emma Mays. Number 16, senior, Lindsay Barra. Number 17, sophomore, Abby King. Number 18, freshman, Maggie Deister. Number 19, freshman, Samantha Francis. Number 21, senior, Maggie Blanket. And number 23, junior, Rebecca Simon.
So there you have the lineup for the Cumberland Valley Eagles. Let's turn it over for the Knights, the defending champions for the 2016 Water Polo State Champions. Now the lineup for 2017 North Penn Knights.
Also number 3, sophomore, Julia Stevens. Number 4, junior, Caitlin Hardwicker. Number 4, sophomore, Julia Davis. Number 5, freshman, Casey Brennan. Number 5, junior, Madeline Voss. Number 6, sophomore, Grace McLaughlin. Number 7, junior, Taylor Hoffman. Number 8, senior, Maddie Corber. Number 8, sophomore, Olivia Toussaint. Number 9, senior, Caroline Gillespie. Number 9, freshman, Rachel Dunn. Number 10, sophomore, Jane Monte. Number 11, junior, Caitlin Freese. Number 12, senior, Melissa Dwyer. Number 12, freshman, Madison Fritz. Number 13, freshman, Stella Burns. Number 14, senior, Maeve Wyden. Number 15, sophomore, Abby Broadhead. Number 16, junior, Kelly Ruth. Number 17, sophomore, Bridget Hubner. Number 18, junior, Olivia Peranti. Number 19, sophomore, Abigail Peters. Number 20, freshman, Elizabeth Corber. Number 21, sophomore, Abigail Chichi. Number 22, freshman, Charlotte Pham. Number 23, sophomore, Nicole Chiappa. Number 24, freshman, Kaylin Daly.
So there you have it, the roster for the 2017 North Penn Knights Water Polo team. North Penn has won 6 out of the last 7 state championships, and they've won 3 in a row. The last time they did not win in the last 7 years was in 2013, and they were runners-up to Cumberland Valley. And also notable is North Penn is the number 1 seed, and their only loss this season has come against Cumberland Valley. So now we'll throw it over to the national anthem.
o'er the ramparts we march, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regulate, the bombs bursting in their gay proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Congratulations on starting tonight's game.
So the stage is set. North Penn versus Cumberland Valley in the 2017 State Championship game. And so as we were mentioning just prior to the national anthem, North Penn has won 6 of the last 7 state champions. And the only one they've lost in the past 7 years was against Cumberland Valley in 2013, and they were runners-up.
And this should be a close game tonight. North Penn's only loss for the entire season, as Jake mentioned earlier, was to Cumberland Valley. So they're looking to pull out a win tonight in the state championship.
And North Penn, they have 3 girls on the team who have made the all-freshman team. Elizabeth Kerper, Kaylin Daly, and Stella Burns. Kaylin Daly, we'll actually see her as starting tonight for the Knights in the state championship game. And North Penn, they're coming off a 7-5 victory this morning against Governor Mifflin High School, where Maddie Kerper had 3 goals, a hat trick for Kerper, and Maeve Wadin tallied 2. Tham had 1, along with Haley Muth. She tallied 1 as well. And so it's a packed natatorium here at North Penn. Fans from both the Knights and Eagles packing the Rick Carroll Natatorium, showing some love for their teams, for their respective teams. As North Penn takes the pool, we'll wait for the Eagles to begin the 2017 state championship game.
And I think it's going to be a loud game tonight. The game didn't even start yet. And North Penn student section already very loud and excited for this game to start.
And your starters for the North Penn Knights: number 2, Claudia Fan; 3, Megan Zartman; 8, Maddie Kerper; 9, Caroline Gillespie; 14, Maeve Wyden; 16, Haley Muth; and in the net, number 1, Rosalinda Rivera. You can hear the chant, "Let's go, Claudia." She's going to be taking this one out for the Knights as we look to begin action. And she'll go against Kayla Barone. And they meet at the center of the pool, and we'll determine who gets possession. And it's going to be the Eagles as Barone tips it back to number 7, Warren. And Warren's going to send it over to Stoner. Stoner defended by Wyden. She'll hit it over to the corner where it's taken over by Megan Zartman. And North Penn takes over possession with 6:48 left in this first quarter between Knights and Eagles. Rivera passing up the pool to Kerper. Now over to Gillespie. The winger sends it towards the center, towards the slot for Cinnamon Tham. And now it's going to be kick out. It's going to be number 7, Hannah Warren, kicked out for the Eagles. Man up opportunity for the Knights. And it's Zartman passing over to Kerper. Kerper back to Zartman. Zartman over to Wyden. Wyden to the point for Gillespie. Over to Kerper. Quick shot, saved by the goalie. And Haley Muth couldn't get the tip-in goal, but Wyden gets the rebound over to Kerper. On the other side of the pool, Kerper has it. Back out to Gillespie. Gillespie does a 360, gets it over to Zartman. Zartman feeds the centerman, and that slam takes a shot, hits the post, and it's going to be knocked free by the goalie, Tadero. 2 saves already in the game for Tadero, and the Knights almost came up big with an early goal. And now the Eagles look to go the other way. And that's Stoner with possession, passing it back to Warren. Warren then feeds it into the corner, back to Stoner. Stoner pushed to the wall on the defensive play by Muth. She'll send it over to Barone. And Barone has possession for the Eagles, and shot clock expires. They turn it over to the Knights, where Rosalinda Rivera will begin their drive.
And the game's still 0-0. North Penn already has 2 shots on goal.
And Zartman for the Knights, sending it over to Muth. Muth back to Zartman in the wing position. Zartman feeds the center, Wyden. Quick turnaround shot, and Hayes Wyden puts North Penn up 1-0 with 5:17 to go in the first quarter.
And what a nice backhanded shot there by Wyden. North Penn now leads 1-0. 5:15 left in the first quarter.
And now Barone has it for the Eagles. Tries to sidestep Kerper, and she'll continue with possession. Quick shot, and Rivera makes the save for North Penn. Quick shot by Barone, and Rosalinda Rivera answers with a good save, her first of the contest. And now Langen sending it out to Kent. Pass just a little high. She'll have to catch up with it, and now passes it over to Warren. Warren for the Eagles, defended by Wyden. Warren still has possession. And the Eagles will continue possession, 4:51 to go in the first quarter. She'll cross it over to Stoner. Quick shot, and Rivera with another save for the Knights. And she now passes all the way up to Gillespie. Gillespie has a 1-on-2 with the goaltender, takes a shot, and it's deflected up and out of play. That was deflected off of number 16, Lindsay Barra. And North Penn will continue with possession. Gillespie over to Zartman. Zartman over to Muth. Muth to Wyden. Wyden back to Muth. Over to Tham. She's got 20 on the shot clock to work with. Tham overtaken by Kent, and Kent passes it back to the goaltender, Tadero. Tadero passing it up to Stoner. Abigail Stoner run off by Zartman, but she'll continue with possession. Stoner passing back to Kent. Back to Stoner as they play catch. Now to the center, and North Penn takes over. Off the whistle, Zartman to begin for the Knights. She'll actually leave it off to Rivera. Rivera passing up to Muth. Muth sends it over to Tham. Tham back to Zartman. Zartman to Muth. Muth feeds Gillespie, the winger. Back to Muth. Takes a shot. Saved by Tadero.
That's her 4th save on the contest.
And North Penn will continue with possession. Looks like that's Tham for the Knights. Tham all the way over to Gillespie. Taken off by Barone. And the Eagles look to go the other way with possession. Barone for the Eagles tried to sidestep Gillespie. And the Eagles will continue with possession. Barone passing over to Kent. Kent passing down low to number 16, Barra. And the Eagles will continue with possession. She'll send it back to Barone. Defended by Gillespie. And a quick shot. Rivera comes out of the water to make the save. Goes on Rivera, keeping the Knights up 1-0.
And that's Rivera's 3rd save of the night. Just under 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
And Tham now getting the pass from Rivera. She'll look to move up the pool. Over to Zartman. Zartman can't hang on, but the Knights will continue with possession. Zartman crosses it over to Kerper. Kerper to continue with possession. Over to Zartman. Back to Kerper. Quick lob shot and hits the post. And the Eagles take over. Kerper took the shot as the shot clock was expiring. With 2:24 left to go in the first quarter. North Penn still up 1-0 as Langen passing over to Ken. Ken passing to the center, Barone. She'll feed it out to number 7, Warren. Back to Ken. Ken takes a shot, saved by Rivera as she gets the left hand up to knock it away from the net.
And Rivera, so far with the shutout, has 4 saves. We're just under 2 minutes left to go.
And Rivera now passing up to Zartman. Zartman over to Kerper. Kerper sending it over to Wyden. Wyden down to the center, Tham. Tham swarmed by the defense, and she'll keep possession over to Gillespie. Back to Tham. And North Penn will continue with possession. Tham out to Muth. Muth takes a shot, and it's just Wyden out of bounds. Eagles take over possession. And now it's Langen sending it down to Barone. Barone's double teamed, and North Penn takes away. It's Haley Muth with possession for the Knights. And Muth passing up to Zartman. Zartman back to Muth. Muth over to Gillespie. Gillespie back to Muth. Muth's gonna move forward, sends it to the center, takes a shot, and Harry Kerper puts one on the board. North Penn up 2-0.
Kerper has 3 shots on the night, and this is her goal. North Penn now leads 2-0. 1 minute left to go.
And here's the replay from Kerper's goal. A perfect feed into the slot, and Maddie Kerper slams in the rebound to put North Penn up 2-0. Now North Penn's going to be a man under. Barone passing over to Stoner. Back to Kent. Now over to the winger. They're going to cross it. Quick shot, and Rivera makes the save at the goal line. Rosalinda Rivera keeps the shutout intact.
And that's her 5th save of the night.
And what a great post-to-post save, Rivera. Getting all the way across to keep it at the goal line and keeps this game at 2-0. Knights in the lead. And now Tham passing to Kerper. A quick shot, deflected up and out of play. And the Eagles take over. It's going to be Tadero. Passing up to Stoner, Abigail Stoner for the Eagles. She's going to send it to the center. Looks like that's Barone. That's actually number 8, Smith. And North Penn takes possession over on a great defensive play by Wyden. And they have 7 seconds to work with. Rivera has possession for the Knights, down under 5. And she's going to take one last shot, and it hits the crossbar. And that wraps up an exhilarating quarter number 1. North Penn in the lead 2-0.
As you can see, that last shot just hits the crossbar and not able to go in. North Penn, as Jake just mentioned, up 2-0 after the first quarter.
And so here's Wyden's first goal, a great backhanded goal. And then following that, it was Kerper in the slot, slamming home the second goal. North Penn up 2-0.
So North Penn has had 6 shots on goal, and so far they have scored 2 goals, and both goalies are at 5 saves.
So now both teams breaking from the huddle to conclude the first quarter intermission. As mentioned, North Penn up by 2. And they'll look to maintain their momentum going into the second quarter, trying to clinch a 4th straight state championship victory.
And it looks like it'll be Pham and Barone swimming out for possession for the swim off. And Barone gets it. She's going to pass it back. Now Kent with the ball finds Forsyth. Swinging over to Barone. Feeling the pressure, and North Penn picks up possession, passing back to Rivera.
And a good play by the freshman Daly.
Rivera sends it up to Zartman. Zartman will pass it to Pham. Pham moving forward. Back to Zartman. Zartman's going to swing it to Gillespie. Gillespie with the shot. And already North Penn scores a goal in the second quarter. That was Caroline Gillespie.
And with that goal scored at 6:27 to go in the second quarter, North Penn now up 3-0, courtesy of Caroline Gillespie.
And a pass back to Kent to Barone. Barone's moving forward. Feeling no pressure. There's Wigan. And Rivera with the save. Rivera sends it up to Zartman. Side pass over to Gillespie. Pressure there by Smith. Gillespie to Kerper, over her head, she'll swim and get it. Kerper has the ball, sending it up to Gillespie. And that pressure there by Smith, Gillespie's gonna keep possession. And the shot clock expires as the Eagles look to move forward.
They take over with 5:44 to go in the second quarter, 3-0 Knights in the lead.
The long pass down to Warren. Warren now getting backed up into the corner. That was Daly with the pressure. Now Rivera looks to send it up.
That's the second steal for Daly in this second quarter.
Long pass down to Zartman. And there's no one around her. She'll swim in. Up to Gillespie. Zartman now. Daly will pass it in. And wide in with the shot over the goalie's head. North Penn now takes a 4-0 lead.
And that goal was scored with 5:06 to go in the second quarter. North Penn now up 4-0. And approaching the 5-minute point for the second quarter, Eagles have possession.
And that's Barone. And Whiting picks up possession. Passing over to Gillespie. Gillespie moving forward. Over to Pham. Pham lobs it in. Kerper with the shot, and that's a goal. And that is Kerper's second goal of the night. North Penn now takes a 5-0 lead. 4:36 left to go until halftime.
And Kerper now has 4 shots on goal. 2 of them have gone past to Darrow for a 5-0 lead for the Knights. 4:33 to go.
Ken will keep possession as Pham swims back. And Forsyth passing it in. And that's a steal by Zartman. North Penn's going to keep possession. And Barone swimming back. North Penn will pass back to Rivera.
A great steal by Megan Zartman after Maeve Wyden was kicked out. Zartman comes up big for the Knights.
And Muth. Now the Eagles take control. Tadaro passing to Stoner. Stoner leads Barone. Pressure there by the Knights. Barone now looking to pass back up. Finds Vera. Back to Stoner and saved by Rivera.
7 saves on the contest for Rivera.
And that's Gillespie moving out with the ball, getting pressure from behind. Gillespie. And pass into Tham. Back out to Muth. Pass into Tham and just wide of the goal. The Eagles now take possession.
And 3:22 left to go in the second quarter. 5-0 Knights in the lead.
Barone feeling the pressure by Wyden. Passing it up to Kent. Over to Forsyth. Just over the head of Stoner. She'll swim out to get it.
And Wyden's now kicked out. Man-up opportunity for the Eagles.
And that's her second. And 3 would not be good for the Knights. Just as you saw, a shot by Barone to the right of the goal, past Rivera. And the Eagles are now on the scoreboard.
And if Maeve Wyden gets one more kick out, she's ineligible to play the rest of the contest. And we're only in the second quarter.
Tham now with the ball, ready to start off action. The score 5-1, just under 3 minutes left to go. Gillespie moving forward. And a steal by the Eagles, Eliza Smith. North Penn picks up possession. That was Tham with a steal. She's moving forward, gonna take it out wide. Pass in. And a kick out for Forsyth. Harper's passing to Zartman. Zartman up to Daly. Now Gillespie over to Zartman. Back to Gillespie. And that's Daly to Kerper. Across the pool to Zartman. Back to Gillespie. Gillespie feeling the pressure is going to pass it off to Daly. Daly with the shot and just wide of the goal. And that was the shot clock. And we're going to take a timeout for Cumberland Valley. Just 2 minutes to go until halftime. North Penn leads 5-1.
And goals in the second half were scored by Gillespie, Wyden, Kerper, and then Barone. And that's how we have a score of 5-1 in the first quarter. It was only Wyden and Kerper. And following the 3 goals for the Knights in the second quarter and 1 for the Eagles. And so now we'll look at the goals for this second quarter. The first one scored by Gillespie with 6:27 to go in the second quarter. That put the Knights up 3-0. Now over to Wyden. She scored with 5:06 to go in the second quarter. That puts the Knights up 4-0. Then Kerper followed that at 4:36. 5-0 North Penn. And then here's the goal by Barone, as they were in a man-up opportunity, and Barone made the Knights pay. And now the score is 5-1 with 2 minutes exactly left on the clock for the first half.
And North Penn swimming out into the pool. The Eagles will do the same. 2 minutes left to go until halftime.
Rivera has 7 saves so far in the contest, keeping the Knights up by 4.
Tadaro looks to get things started for the Eagles. Barra. Barra in the middle to Barone. Keeps possession. Back out to Barra. Back into for Barone. And the shot just high of the net. Rivera. Sends it over to Zartman on the left. Now Daly. Daly looks to shoot, and a save by Tadaro. Over to Warren. Warren's moving forward. Passing it to Barra. Barra sends it in, intended for Barone, and Rivera's going to come out of the net for a steal.
Yeah, just about a minute to go in this first half. 5-1 Knights in the lead.
Now that's Stan moving forward, looking to shoot a lob shot and saved by Tadaro.
That's 7 saves on the contest for Tadaro.
Tadaro leading Barone. And will be kicked out. Barone keeping possession. Barone gonna pass across to Kent. Kent looks to shoot. Gonna swing it over to Stoner. Back over to Barone. A shot and a save by Rivera. Barone sends it over to Kent. Kent to Stoner. Stoner with the shot and just past Rivera. That's a goal for the Eagles. The score now 5-2.
And Stoner scores with 11 seconds to go in this first half. 5-2 score.
Rivera looks at the clock. And the lob shot saved by Tadaro. That does it for the first half. And North Penn leads going into halftime. The score 5-2.
And Barone has drawn 3 fouls against the Knights. 1 against Gillespie, 2 against Wyden. And if Wyden gets 1 more, she will not be eligible for the rest of this contest. So we'll see if she plays much of this second half. So goals in the second quarter were scored by Gillespie, Wyden, Kerper, and then 2 unanswered goals by the Eagles, Barone, and followed that was Stoner. And so now we'll take a look at all the goals from the second quarter. Gillespie lit the lamp first for the Knights in the second quarter. Following that, it was Maeve Wyden. Then it was over to Kerper. And then following that, Barone and Stoner for the Eagles. And for North Penn, Rivera has 8 saves. And Tadaro has 8 as well. North Penn applying more pressure, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 5-2 over the Eagles. An electric crowd here at the Rick Carroll Natatorium. A big crowd for North Penn, a big crowd for Cumberland Valley. And there's some stragglers here from different teams throughout the day. There's some Mustang fans from the earlier game from this morning cheering on Cumberland Valley versus Knights as they now sing Sweet Caroline and Rick Carroll Natatorium.
And a crowd favorite, everyone singing Sweet Caroline, both sides of the natatorium.
So one key deal for the Knights in this second half, they really have to maintain the star player for the Eagles, Kayla Barone, as she's had a strong game, drawing 3 fouls so far. And she's also lit the lamp once. North Penn really needs to find a way to contain Barone. And they will be smooth sailing through the rest of this game. Now both teams take the pool, getting ready for the third quarter. And it's going to be Zartman for the swim for the Knights and Barone for the Eagles. Barone has won both swim-offs so far. Let's see what happens here to commence the third quarter of the 2017 state championship game. Both teams are off. Zartman versus Barone. And Barone's going to win this one as well. She'll pass it back to Warren. Warren now feeding Kent. Kent sends it down to Stoner. Now down to the winger. That's Barra. And now North Penn takes over possession off the push by Barra. And it's going to be Rivera for the Knights. Passing it up to Tham. Tham down to Zartman. Zartman back to Tham. Tham's going to continue with possession. She'll send it down to Daly. Daly taken over from behind, and she's going to lose possession to Warren. But then extra further play at midfield, mid-pool. And North Penn retakes possession. It's Daly. Daly to Zartman. Zartman to Muth. Now to Kerper. Kerper takes a shot and she scores, but it's not going to count as North Penn lost possession prior to the shot. The score stop 5-2, 6:13 to go in the third quarter. And now it's Smith for the Eagles, and one notable player not in the pool right now is Wyden. She has 2 fouls. If she gets one more, she will be ineligible. And now it's Barone. She'll continue with possession. Barone lobs the shot. And it's going to go in. She scores her second of the contest. Now with 5:51 to go in the third quarter, Barone strikes again, 5-3 to score. 3 unanswered goals for the Eagles right now. 2 from Barone, 1 from Stoner. North Penn wanting to capitalize and take back momentum as Daly now has it. Daly over to Zartman. Zartman to now Daly. And now the Knights turns over to the Eagles. And it's going to be Kent. Passing it back to Dudaro. Now down the pool to Stoner. Stoner now gives it over to 16, Barra. Barra feeds it to the centerman. And North Penn takes over possession with 5:13 to go in the third quarter. And it's going to be Rivera. Sending it up to Zartman. Zartman sends it down to Muth. Muth crosses over to Tham. Tham back over to Muth. Back to Tham. Tham takes a shot, hits the crossbar, and no rebound opportunity as it's gathered by number 11, Stoner. And now Tadaro passing up to Kent, defended by Tham. And the Eagles continue with possession. Kent passing it down to 16, Barra. And now North Penn takes over possession. And they're going to send it off to Rivera.
And just about 4:30 left to go in the third quarter.
And now it's going to be Tham for the Knights. Actually, that's Zartman. Zartman sending it to Tham. Tham down to the center, Kerper. Kerper takes a shot, and it's deflected up and out of bounds. North Penn will continue possession as it went out off of Tadaro.
And that's Tadaro's 9th save of the night.
And it's going to be Tham to resume action for the Knights. 4:15 to go in the third quarter. 5-3 to score. North Penn in the lead. As Tham passing over to Muth. She'll get it back to Gillespie. Gillespie will continue with possession. Now down to Muth. Takes the shot. And it's just wide and out of bounds. Eagles take over. And now Tadaro passing up to Barone. Barone sending it over to Warren. Back to Barone. And Barone traveling up the middle of the pool. Maintaining possession, takes a shot, and she gets her hat trick. 5-4 now to score. Because of Barone's third goal.
And that is Barone's second goal just in the third quarter. And her third of the night. And 3:44 left to go here in the third. Now the score, much closer than it was before. It is now 5-4.
And Maeve widens back out in the pool for the Knights. And so Gillespie has it for North Penn, sending it over to Zartman. Zartman to Wyden. Wyden back to Zartman. Zartman to Gillespie. Gillespie to Tham. Tham tips it in and she scores! 6-4 now to score with 3:24 left to go in the third quarter. As Claudia Tham slams in the close shot.
That is Tham's first goal in the game. The score now 6-4, 3:24 left on the clock.
And that just broke up the 4 unanswered goals by the Eagles as Tham breaks the streak. And now Barone has it for the Eagles. She'll send it to the center and taken over by the Knights. That was Zartman then taken right back, and they battle for possession. North Penn comes away with possession. And it's going to be Rivera sending it up the pool to Tham. Tham sending it down to number 5. That's Voss. Back to Tham. Tham tries a long shot, and she scores. Gets her second of the game for the Knights. Put them up 7-4.
And less than a minute in between both of Tham's goals. She now has 2 goals in this game. The score now 7-4. 2:48 on the clock.
And now Kent to Barone. Back to Kent. Now they pass it over to the winger. Tries for the slot for the center. And now it's going to be a kick out for the Knights. That's Gillespie. And Barone has it for the Eagles. Over to the winger. Back out to 7, Warren. And over to the winger once again. She'll cross it over to Kent. Kent is going to send it right back to Stoner. Takes a shot and just high over the net. North Penn takes over possession.
And 2:15 left on the clock.
And Wyden's still out there for the Knights. As Rivera passing it up to Gillespie. Gillespie sends it over to Shalizov for Voss. Voss to Kerper. North Penn will continue with possession. Kerper back to Gillespie. Gillespie takes a shot, and it's just wide. Gillespie looking for the hat trick, but that shot's just wide of the net, and the Eagles take over. Todaro passing up. That's to 6, Barone. She now feeds it to Smith. Takes the shot just high of the net. North Penn takes over with 1:46 to go in this third quarter. Rivera passing up to Tham. Tham over to Voss. Voss pump fakes. Now she's going to take a lob shot, and she scores! Valerie Voss puts North Penn up by 4 with 1:35 to go in the third quarter.
And that was the first goal for Voss tonight. North Penn, as Jake mentioned, leads 8-4. 1:35 on the clock. And it looks like we're going to be taking a Cumberland Valley timeout.
And after the Eagles scored 4 consecutive unanswered goals, the Knights have now struck back with 3 unanswered goals for themselves. So now let's look at the goals for the game. This was Kerper's goal. Following that was Gillespie's. And over to Wyden. And now it was Barone scoring for Cumberland Valley, then Stoner, and then Barone notched 2 more goals in the third quarter. And then following that, it was Tham, followed by another goal by Tham, and then Voss was the latest goal for the Knights.
And in that last quarter, Tham had 2 goals, and those were her first 2 in this game, within a minute of each other.
Now both teams retake the pool to begin to resume action in the third quarter. 1:35 to go in this third quarter. 8-4 the score. North Penn in the lead. And it's going to be Barone starting for the Eagles. And Barone passing to Kent. Kent defended by Daly. And Daly takes possession away for the Knights. She's going to send it back to Rivera. Rivera passing up to Voss. The latest goal scorer for the Knights. Voss carries it forward. She pump fakes. Now over to Zartman. Zartman back to Voss. Voss takes a lob shot, and she scores her second of the contest. Puts North Penn up by 5, 9-4 to score.
Second goal by Voss on the night puts the Knights up 9-4. 1:03 on the clock.
And now it's going to be Mattingly passing it over to Barone. Barone defended by Tham. They'll continue with possession. A lob shot, and it's saved by Rivera.
Rivera's 9th save tonight. Now 45 seconds on the clock.
And Rivera passing up to Voss. Voss looking for a hat trick for the Knights. And she scored the last 2 goals for North Penn. Now it is Zartman, now to Kerper. Kerper's shot is blocked. And Todaro takes over possession. Todaro passing up. Looks like that's Kent. That was actually Forsyth passing to Stoner. Stoner takes a shot, saved by Rivera.
And that's her 10th save on the night. Just 10 seconds left on the clock.
And Rivera feeds Kerper. She's got 8 on the clock. They'll continue with possession. Kerper down to 6, takes a shot, hits the crossbar, and they turn it over to the Eagles. They've got 3 seconds to work with Todaro. Passing to Barone, and time expires. North Penn goes into the 4th quarter, leading by 5, 9-4 the score at the Rick Carroll Natatorium. So goals in that 3rd quarter, there was a plethora of them. And we'll start with Barone. She scored with 5:51 to go. And then she scored another one at 3:44. Following that, Tham put 2 up, one at 3:24, one at 2:48. And then it was Voss at 1:34 and 1:03. Tham and Voss getting it done for the Knights in the 3rd quarter. And they put them up 9-4.
And the Knights are in a good position going into the final quarter. They are up by 5 goals. And Rivera has had 10 saves tonight. Todaro has had 8. And the Knights swim out to get the 4th quarter underway.
And Wyden is retaking the pool for the Knights. Remember, she has 2 kickouts, 1 more would make her ineligible for the rest of the game.
It looks like it'll be Barone versus Zartman for the swim-off.
And Barone has won all 3 swim-off for Cumberland Valley so far. We'll see what happens here between Barone and Zartman.
And that's Barone and Zartman both swimming to the middle. And Barone had it. So we'll skip it back to Smith. Now Kent at the top. Over to Stoner. Feeling the pressure by Wyden. Being pushed back. Stoner will keep it. Sends it in the middle. And the shot by Smith.
And it was tipped by the Knights and out of bounds. It's going to be a 2-meter, and Eagles continue with possession rather.
Langan wide. Sends it over to Barone. And the shot, just wide there by Smith. Now Rivera sends it over to Voss. Voss now to Gillespie. Gillespie being pushed back. Sending it over right to Zartman. Now Voss looks to shoot, sends it in.
And that was Wyden with the shot. Saved by Todaro, her 10th of the contest.
Now Langen. Langen taking the ball wide. He's gonna pass back up top to Kent. Now Barone moving forward. And Barone with the shot, hits the crossbar. Touch there by Rivera. And the Knights take possession, moving down the pool. 5:40 on the clock. That's Voss, sending it deep to Zartman. Zartman moving forward. Up top, back to Gillespie. Gillespie swinging it out to Voss. Voss looks to shoot and saved by Todaro.
11th save for Todaro on the contest with 5:15 to go in this game.
Todaro the pass to Barone. Pressure there by Zartman. And Rivera's gonna swim out and take that one for the steal. Just 5 minutes left to go in the state championship. Rivera. Passing it deep to Zartman. Zartman swinging it to Tham. Tham shoots and scores.
A hat trick for Claudia Tham, scoring with 4:40 to go in this fourth quarter. Puts the Knights up 10-4.
And already a commanding lead by the Knights. Just 4:40 left in this game. They're already up by 6 goals. And the Eagles start things off. The pass over to Kent. And some trouble at mid-pool. Eagles keep possession. Now Kent swinging it wide. Back up to Kent. And the shot. That was Stoner with the shot. Score now 10-5.
With 4:22 left in this game, Stoner strikes again. And that was Tham's second kick out. One more, and she would be ineligible for the rest of the game.
And that's Tham looking to get things started for North Penn. Passing it back to Gillespie. Gillespie feels immediate pressure. That's Warren. Gillespie's going to keep it. Passing it to Kerper. Kerper to Daly. Daly looks to shoot. Passes it over to Zartman, and that's a goal for Zartman and North Penn. North Penn now taking the lead, 11-5. Just over 4 minutes left to go.
And that's Zartman's first goal of the contest. And she puts North Penn up by 6.
Warren passing back to Kent. That's Smith. Smith to Barone. Pressure by Daly. Daly to Stoner. Back over to Barone. Barone swings it wide. That's Langen. Now Stoner to Langen. Langen with the shot. And deflected wide. North Penn now with the ball. That's Rivera. And 3:30 left in this game. Rivera passes to Kerper. Kerper now moving forward. She finds Gillespie to her right. Gillespie swinging to Zartman. Back to Gillespie. Gillespie with the shot, and just wide. Todaro now.
3:08 to go in this game. 11-5 Knights in the lead.
Todaro, the leading pass to Barone, as Barone takes it down the right. Barone in the middle. And the shot by Smith just too high. Now Rivera, we're just under 3 minutes left to go in the state championship. Rivera to Zartman. Zartman's got some space, she'll move forward. Pass into Wyden. And a steal there by Warren, back to Todaro. The leading pass to Barone, she swims to catch up. Barone moving forward. And foul on Barone. That was Claudia Pham passing back to Rivera. 2:20 on the clock. Rivera is going to send it to Wyden. Warren immediately swims out, the pass to Pham. Now Gillespie, she's got space. Wide to Zartman. Zartman to Daly. And that was the shot clock. Todaro will now get things started for the Eagles. 1:50 on the clock. North Penn leads 11-5. Barone. Barone now swimming. Barone with the shot, and the one-handed save by Rivera. North Penn gets possession.
And 12 saves now for Rivero, and North Penn calls the timeout. And so North Penn calls the timeout with 1:21 left to go in the state championship game. North Penn in the lead, 11-5.
And it is important to note for the Knights, Pham and Wyden have had 2 kickouts. One more would get them pulled out of the game, and hopefully they don't have to worry about that with 1:25 on the clock. Both teams swimming out now.
Right now you have Harkrader, McGuire, and at 20 Kerper, Lizzie Kerper out in the pool for the Knights.
Pass to Zartman. And that's Lizzie Kerper with the ball. Passing to McGuire. McGuire keeps it. Passing over to Kerper. Kerper. That's Harkrader. In the middle to Kerper. Kerper gets the shot off, but a save by Todaro. And we're at the 1-minute mark in the state championship final.
And that was Todaro's 12th save of the night.
Kent feeling the pressure. Kent still has the ball. Pass over to Stoner with the shot. Saved by Rivera. 40 seconds on the clock. North Penn looks to move forward.
And that was Rivera's 13th save of the contest. 11 seconds separation between game clock and shot clock. 24 seconds to go in the game.
Pass back to Rivera. Over to Zartman. The Knights are just looking to maintain possession here as the clock counts down.
Now 11 seconds to go in the state championship game, where it looks like the North Penn Knights are going to become 2017 state champions.
Kadara with the pass. Smith with the shot over the goal. And that leaves 1 second on the clock. It looks like we're playing this one out. Rivera. And the North Penn Knights are now state championships, beating Cumberland Valley 11-5. Everyone's storming the pool.
And the girls water polo team are crowned 2017 state champions. And alongside the boys, both the boys and girls won states this year for North Penn.
And the coaches are in the pool with the Knights.
And this is the 4th straight state championship for North Penn, defeating Cumberland Valley 11-5.
And if you think about it, some seniors on the team have been state champions since they were freshmen. The 4th year in a row. And what a great way for the North Penn Knights to beat Cumberland Valley, the only team that's given them a loss all season, finally able to beat them here in the state final.
And if we throw it back all the way to 2010, that was the first time Cumberland Valley and North Penn met in recent years in the state championship. Cumberland Valley won that one. The next time they met was 2013. They also beat them that time. And following that was 2015. North Penn prevailed. And now 2017, Knights win it again over Cumberland Valley and become 2017 state champions. So now let's look at all the goals for the game between Knights and Eagles. North Penn started off the scoring with Maid Wyden in the first quarter with 5:17. Following that was Maddie Kerper at 1:01. That wrapped up the first quarter. Into the second quarter, Gillespie at 6:27 and Wyden at 5:06. Following Wyden, it was Kerper at 4:36. That put North Penn up 5-0. And then that's when the Eagles started to strike. Barone at 2:55, 5-1 the score. And then Stoner with 11 seconds to go. 5-2 was the score at that point, and that was at halftime. Into the third quarter, Barone at 5:51, and Barone struck again at 3:44. And 5-4 was the score at that point. Claudia Tham then put 2 up, 7-4 the score, and Maddie Voss finished the third quarter by putting 2 up of her own. 9-4 was the score at the end of 3. Into the fourth, it was Tham once again getting the hat trick for the Knights at 4:40, 10-4 the score. And then Stoner put 1 up, and Zartman followed that. And that's how we got to 11-5, the final score between Knights and Eagles. So there you see the Knights, the 2017 state champions, the girls water polo team. And that's going to wrap things up for the 2017 water polo season from the Rick Carrollton Auditorium. For the entire North Penn television crew, I'm Jake Globrecht alongside me and Issa Ardisi, claiming the 2017 girls water polo team state champions of Pennsylvania. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast, and we'll see you next time here on North Penn Television.